mean, this thing can go down, what, 3 inches? Like, we can sit back in here, we won't interfere with that, I don't think. We can land on top of it.
So we have Wayne Coffees, or the Coffees truck, Wayne and Hunter, father-son team. They're out of Virginia, and this is their UCC truck for this year. They had bought Justin Ziegler's quad cab from 2 years ago, and now they're looking to pretty much just revamping the entire truck, doing 25/6 cage on it, putting a Turbo 400 behind it, and an SCS drop box. So it kind of looks pretty bare right now. So we have a lot of work ahead of us before UCC, and yeah, stay tuned. Is there another one?
One of these?
Of my little clamps sitting over there? Whoa! That's hot. So we are day number 3.5 into Wayne Coffee's UCC truck. We are still getting the floor structure in, got the main hoop in, working on the A-pillars. Just the first couple days of building trucks like this, you just really have to kind of be spot on with where you put the main structure. So then obviously later down the road, as we build into it, it's just easier to tie everything into. All your corners are nice and straight. And yeah, so that's kind of what we're working on today. And it's going to be a long process still.
Working on Hunter Coffee still. It's about week 4 now. I did get the pedals set up, master cylinder all mounted, seats mounted, shifters mounted. I got the Tim McCamus titanium bottle mounts, the nitrous bottles, got that all finished up. Tin work's pretty much all done. Now I'm working on scalloping these door panels for some carbon panels. Just helps set the truck off and looks a little bit better. So me and Whitley are back to working on the Coffees quad cab, trying to get it done for UCC. Hopefully that's the plan. We got the chassis painted. Now we're just doing some final assembly stuff on it. We got the brake pedals mounted, gas pedal mounted, steering shaft. I'm working on some of the nitrous stuff. Whitley's getting ready to start on doing the fire suppression system. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting on to get the engine dressed. We gotta do a little bit of rework on some of the turbo stuff and nitrous stuff on the turbo kit itself. But once we get that stuff done, it'll hopefully go back together pretty quickly and we'll be at UCC with it. These two get bolted there, which will probably I'm not sure what the best way is gonna be to route that stuff to make it look nice with all the nitrous.
The right way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's the best way to do it. It's the right way.
And we're going to put a fitting in it that comes up to like almost touching the top of this lid.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a little mental checklist here. So, transfer case is full.
Yes. Yes.
We've got 6 to 7 quarts in the transmission.
Yes.
The starter, I tightened it all down. I had torque converter bolts.
Did you check the oil again?
I did.
Okay.
Seems to be pretty good.
Okay.
We have fuel. We have that thing set. I mean, is there anything else that we should like?
Rear ends on jack stands, run tool drive.
We do not have the steering wheel for reverse.
That's fine.
I don't need reverse right
Not concerned about it at this point.
now. So you wanna crank it to go rail?
Yep. We'll crank it without injectors for now. Injectors off. Let's crank till we got pressure. Good oil pressure, but only 1 pound of fuel pressure.
I'm sure it was. Did we ever reprime the fuel system after
I mean,
lines and all that?
we had fuel coming out of the filter, so I don't know if that's primed enough. We might, Zig, we might crack the lines by the pumps and let it push some air out. So like on the inlet of the front pump, it'd be pretty easy, or. Nothing on supply pressure or rail pressure. He's cracking a line right now on the back of the pump.
Crank it with it cracked?
Yeah, crank it with it cracked.
Are you ready?
Now we got
There's
two,
got two pressure,
3.
three.
Yep.
Yeah, showing pressure now. 5.
Don't keep adding, Whitley. You got 5 now.
I'm just
So,
holding
okay.
I'm just holding pressure down
Ready?
there.
Yep. Okay, why does rail not come up? Got rail? I say we're good enough to start her.
Okay. You know, stand in front.
Pop her right off. Hell yeah, baby. Woo!
All right, well, we are here, we're what, a week and a half before UCC, barely a week and a half before UCC, and we have the Coffee's Pro Street / UCC truck ready to make some rips on the dyno. This has been a long time coming, and they have their 590 truck, that's the black regular cab we finished for them, that they've been racing 590, and now we're stepping up into Pro Street. And this is actually the truck, you got this from Justin Ziegler. This was a truck he won UCC with in 2021. And we've reworked it with a new 25/6 cage. It still has the AAM factory axles in it because you have to sled pull it. This is one truck, 3 events, and it's got an enforcer motor, 400% over extra G injectors, dual 14 mil pumps, and it has a 88 millimeter GT55 and a 5.3 inch Weimer compound turbo setup on it. This is a lot the same recipe that we made 3,336 horsepower with at UCC last year.
So we're hoping that we're going to put Hunter behind the seat and see if he gets the feeling of making over 3,000 horsepower this year. But the goal for today is to just get some baseline pulls on it and see what it does. And then we're going to let Hunter and his crew take this thing out and go race Pro Street. So Hunter, why don't you tell us a little bit what you're excited for and what you're planning to do with this truck here this summer?
Definitely excited to bump up in class. Seems like every time we bump up, it's like hard at first, but then everything kind of works itself out and it's more fun.
Well, you guys have done really good as far as like learning the data logging, getting nitrous systems in place, making adjustments on your own. That's one thing that's hard to do for us as a shop. We try to give you guys the tools it takes to go out to the events and be able to make your own adjustments so that you guys can be successful. And I think you guys have proven that you guys can put in the hard work and be willing to stay up the late nights that it takes to run a race team. So I'm excited to see what you guys can do this summer, and hopefully we can get this truck in the fours. I don't know, we haven't weighed it yet, but we'll weigh it later today. But when Justin had it, it was 5,300 pounds. We've definitely taken some weight out of it, but it still has the factory axles in it, so it's probably still going to be in the high 4,000s, maybe 4,900. It'd be awesome if it'd be less than that, but we will find out. So I'm going to make the first rip on it, and then I'm going to put Hunter in the driver's seat and let him get some experience driving this thing, since he has to drive it at UCC. That way he's not completely green to it, and we'll see what we got. Okay, well last night we got through the dyno session. We were mostly just getting our dyno strategy for UCC ready so that we can get our fuel quantity limiters and our boost limiters, RPM limiters, so that all the nitrous comes on pretty much automatically, all controlled by the Bosch. So we've got it set up to where once it sees 50 milligrams of fuel, it locks the torque converter. Once it sees 360 milligrams of fuel, it can allow nitrous, and it has to see 30 pounds of boost for kit 1, 32 pounds of boost for kit 2, 35 pounds of boost for kit 3. That way, when Hunter's driving the truck at UCC, he doesn't have to worry about hitting the button at the right time. We've got EGT limiters set up to where the engine should not be able to, or nitrous shouldn't be able to come on with EGTs too low. And that should hopefully protect everything from having a fireball when you grab nitrous too soon on the dyno. Then we let Hunter drive it and get him some seat time, get familiar with foot braking it, getting it into boost, and hopefully get him just a little bit less nervous for the big event. So hopefully we can knock down a big number at UCC, but it is never easy to make a big number on a chassis dyno. So now we pulled the big turbo off, got the Weimer off, and we got the 98mm single on here, and getting this set up to hopefully go to the drag strip tonight, make a couple test passes on the drag strip, and have it ready for race day at UCC.